The meeting with Therma had been a... The smell of the Ankh almost drowned out the remains of the magenta scent. Here on the Maudlin Bridge, the reek of the Ankh was at its most sickening. There was no mistaking it. Even against the reek of the Ankh, it was the scent of my killer. The smell...
Huh?
There was definitely... Around the chalk outline was a brown scent, presumably malachites. Some parts of the roof had a navy blue scent to them. There were signs of a teal scent on the roof. The scent had a distinct hint of tobacco.
I've already got a teal scent.
Nobby just couldn't conceal his odor.
Yeah, it's Nobby.
The scent...
No. Oh, I can't talk to... Oh, is that where I died?
Having a chalk outline outside just didn't put people in the mood to gamble. It was probably the only time in my life I'd had an effect on high society. I couldn't think of a good reason to erase... There was some kind of moss on the ground where I had been killed. It obviously didn't grow here, which means it came from somewhere else. The question was where? The magenta trail led to the site of my murder. I guess it must be the murderer's trail. The green scent smelled like vegetation. The dark green scent was clearly vegetable in origin. The scent was too faint to remember. It smelled exact. Down by the river, the smell of the Ankh was... Oh, I don't know. It was pretty bad anyway. Saturnalia was locked up tight.
Okay. Well, that's annoying.
Turning into a wolf wasn't... I was trying... The sim...
I'll have to flip between the two areas, aren't I? Oh, I need to...
There was a blue mist around the statue Roden had been working on. There was a superficial similarity between the two. They were very different. The place where malachite had been perched smelled of a deep, earthy brown. They looked like ordinary bandages, but at some point they'd been soaked in plaster. What they were doing in Roden's workshop was anyone's guess. There was a bold scent of navy blue in the air.
That's...
I couldn't be sure who the navy blue scent belonged to. The teal scent...
That's Nobby.
There was definitely the remains of a magenta scent in Mundy's room. My killer had been here, but were they responsible for Mundy's murder? There was a hint of an apple-colored scent in the air.
Well, that's gotta be... what's his name?
Around where Mundy's body had lain was a dark blue scent.
That's Mundy. Right, okay. That's gotta be Nobby again.
I guess Nobby's scent had lingered on from when he was here several days ago. I had a feeling his scent was as good a lingerer as Nobby was. There was a hint of an apple-colored scent in the air.
That's gotta be Mankin.
I guess the apple-colored scent belonged to Mankin. Dark cyan was the most prevalent smell in the dressing room. There was a booming bass quality to the scent.
What's Therma? I'll pick it up, I already got it.
The main smell in the dressing room was the same as the scent near the door in my office. It was definitely sapphires. The cyan stench was coming from a bottle of perfume. I could recognize faint traces of the hideous it seemed that the...
You can't do it round people.
Much as I'd enjoy ripping Mankin's throat out, the Octarine parrot wasn't a great place to change into a wolf. My usual, please. Luton, you're... What? Is my tie not done up straight? Is there an unfortunate mark on my nose? I heard you were dead. Perhaps I am. Get me a stiff drink. How about a whiskey? Don't you want something with it? All right, put another whiskey in there. Drinking like that'll kill you. I'm dead already. You didn't come back here to drink, did you? How's business been? Poor. Sapphire's missed several days. I don't think she's coming back. You could be right. So this is the small talk to win me over before you start grilling me again, is it? You may be onto something there. I hope you know you're not making any friends here. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about the murder of one of the patrician's clerks, would you? No one outside of the palace knows anything. Except the commander of the watch. I heard that the patrician has asked Commander Vimes to come and speak to him about it sometime soon. Hadn't he already gone to see him? Hey, what do I know? I'm just a bartender with big ears. Perhaps he just wants an update on the case. Whatever. Apparently one of the wizards up at Unseen University got themselves killed.
That's right. The reader of esoteric accounting or something.
Esoteric occultism, yeah. How did you know that?
I was speaking to Mrs. Foams earlier.
Mrs. Foams?
She's the head chambermaid up at the new hall.
One of the halls of residence?
Yeah, the big one that runs off from the huge library.
What did she have to say?
Just that this wizard had died in mysterious circumstances. Although she sounded like mysterious circumstances are pretty normal up there. It'd be a nice change if someone died in unmysterious circumstances for a change.
Can't be easy working at the university.
You couldn't pay me enough to make me work there.
Oh no? No amount of money would make you work there?
Well, obviously not a huge amount. For enough money I'd do anything.
Anything?
Well, not involving fish, broccoli, or vinegar.
I hear a prominent merchant has been killed. Heard anything about it?
All I heard was that someone in the Merchants Guild got killed. That's all I know.
That's all the sword. I don't think there's anything else.
What do...
That does...
I think I've got all I can out of him.
Do you recognize this moss?
If you asked fewer, I read that.
Well, it says I can scroll down. What can...
Do these mean anything to you?
Bandages?
They seem to have plaster caked into them.
No, I don't know anything about that.
Yes, you do. You are the most useless liar I've ever met.
It's nothing to do with me. That's a matter for the watch.
The watch? They're only bandages.
That's all I'm saying on the matter. I don't want no trouble. And they are trouble.
See you around.
Yeah, whatever.
Back behind the desk, I see.
Hello, Luton.
You mentioned the murder of one of the patrician's clerks before.
Yeah,
What can you tell me about that?
that he's dead.
That's all your in-depth inquiries turned up?
Not as easy as that, you know, making sure someone's really dead. He might have just been playing dead. Anyway, he was killed in the palace.
You must know more than that. Or is it that you can't tell me about it?
If you want to know more, you'll have to find out yourself. Sorry.
Never would have guessed it, Nobby. What can you tell me about the murder at Unseen University?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The university isn't being cooperative. Old Vimes is saying that because it's murder, it's our jurisdiction. But they're arguing that they can handle their own affairs. It's all got political.
That doesn't help the inquiry much, does it? What about this merchant that you said was murdered?
I can't discuss that with you.
Well, you must be able to tell me something.
The guilds like to keep these disputes to themselves. You know what I mean? You'll have to talk to the Merchants Guild.
Do these mean anything to you?
Well, it could be the work of a plaster surgeon.
A plaster surgeon?
Yeah, they're cosmetic surgeons for trolls. Some trolls on the run wants to change his face. He goes to a plaster surgeon. The Watch would like to get their hands on any plaster surgeons working in Ankh-Morpork, I can tell you.
Don't you want to know where I got them?
They're just some plaster-soaked bandages. Why would I be interested?
Nobby, do you ever actually do any detective work?
Well, I'm only a corporal.
I'm beginning to understand how detritus got to be sergeant. Do you recognize this moss? I guess I'll see you around, Nobby. I'll try to avoid it, though. Let's face it, Nobby was no oil painting. Unless someone did it with their foot.
Merchant's Guild.